Welcome to Anchors My Way, a podcast brought to you by Into Cruising. I'm your host, Shakira, and I'm here to take you on an exciting journey through the world of cruising. Whether you're an experienced cruiser or just planning your first trip, I've got something for you. Thank you for joining me today, and let's get started. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Anchors My Way. Let's get to it. Today we're going to talk about the beautiful MSC Seascape, one of the best ships I've ever been to, and I lived really nice experiences in this ship. And I know you're probably going to be saying, well, Shakira, you say the same thing about every cruise ship. Cruising is my life, so I'm never going to speak bad of any cruises. I have my good and my bad. But even my bad was also my good bad. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how else to describe it. Cruising for me is passionate. It's not just a fun time, it's a way of living. I like cruising as a lifestyle. So if you are not a super inspired cruiser, you're probably going to think I'm exaggerating, but this is exactly how I feel about every cruise ship. And yes, I'm always talking good about every cruise ship, but every cruise ship has their little special thing that I enjoyed. So on the Seascape, what I could tell you the most, like out of my mind, just not completely going back over this the whole trip, I'm going to tell you what really amazed me about the Seascape was the Robotron. I had never done a roller coaster at sea, so to me that was like, whoa, like when I saw it, it was impressive. It was really something that I wanted to try. I love roller coasters as a younger person. I used to do a lot of roller coasters as the year go by. Gets a little harder, guys, I'm not gonna lie. But I've always liked roller coasters. So to me, to have those both worlds combined, the roller coaster world and the actual cruises, was like, wow. And they're the only ship in the fleet of MSC that has that type of activity. So like a roller coaster type of activity on a cruise ship, because now we have the World America that has the cliffhanger, but it's not really, it's just a swing that swings up and down and you see the ocean, but it's not really like the Robotron flips you upside down. You get to put it in your own, like you get to choose if you wanted to do it hard, slow, like it's really fun, and you're out there just going all over the place and just looking at the ocean, the people, the cruise. It's like one of the most exciting things. And I also know that they have the best activities for kids. I went without a kid, but I kept talking to parents, and parents kept telling me how good the teen club is, how good the mini club is, how good the juniors club is. There was a lot of interaction between me and the people that were on that ship, and I got to do some fabulous excursions that I cannot wait to talk to you about it. So let me start talking about exactly from when the ship started to actually the excursions. I'm going to walk you through the ports that I visited. It was my first time doing the Eastern Caribbean, so I was really excited about that. So let me organize this for you so you can picture it in your head and we can kind of like relive that experience together. So let's go. Let me detail that. So it was time to get on board. As you can see, it was a lot of people. I'll show you guys. Let me put that video for you. It was a lot of people, and I was a little bit concerned. I was worried about the fact that we were gonna, have to wait, but the process of getting on board was seamless. The process was really good. Everyone was really happy. We got into the ship right away. We didn't have any problems. So it was a really good thing. I was excited. I was impressed actually of the organization that they had. This was back then when they had the old port.
Sorry, it's okay.
Imagine now that they did their new brand new terminal, how amazing it is. But that was that. So we went into the ship and we got to the atrium. Amazing, beautiful place. Let me show you guys, because this is like, woo! When I got in there, I was like, so I had been in the Meraviglia and I had been on the Divina. The Sea Escape is a different type of ship. It's a seaside class, and it's more of I could say a more of a modern, sleek model. That's what I could say about the Seascape models. It's like a modern, sleek models. It's like a modern, sleek type of new built type of ships. So their their original seaside is not like this, but when they created the seascape, when they created the seascape and the seashore, they wanted to do a different model. So that changed things. When I saw that atrium, I was like, ooh, like this is different. I'm going to be very real and very honest with you. Not my type of atrium. I would much rather prefer the promenade, the big long hallway where you walk and you have things on the side, because it's my preference. But I find this to be so
beneficial or so, I don't know, so modern, so chicy, so refreshing because it's a different style. And seaside is not like this, but when they created the seascape, I'm sorry, when they created the seascape and the seashore, they wanted to do a different model, so that changed things. When I saw that atrium, I was like, ooh, like this is different. I'm going to be very real and very honest with you. Not my type of atrium. I would much rather prefer the promenade, the big long hallway where you walk and you have things on the side because it's my preference. But I find this to be so, so modern, so chicy, so refreshing because it's a different style. And I feel like people get together in that little area and then they can go on about their business. It's like if you don't want to be part of that celebration or part of that loudness, I feel like the ship gives you a little bit more privacy when you go on to other things. That's my take on that. So let me show you the atrium and the whole thing, and then we went to the buffet after that, and then we also did by the time we did the drill and we saw our rooms and we got our luggages and all that, by the time we did all that it was almost nighttime, so it was a 7:30 show. Let me show you because their shows were amazing. I was very impressed by the quality of the shows. Let me show you a little bit of the shows.
And I'll cry, oh Lord, I'll cry. All laughing clouds, God above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Stormy clouds chase everyone from above. Stormy clouds chase
Now let me tell
everyone
you all
from above.
about one of my favorite parts of the cruise, the dinner in the main dining room. Everything felt like a celebration. The dining room itself is absolutely gorgeous. When I say gorgeous, I mean high ceilings, elegant, the lighting was perfect, and that classic MSC style that makes everything just shine. One of the things that I really like was their typical dishes. I love fancy food, but I also like classicals. So we wanted to have, I think I had salmon. Um, it was cooked to perfection. Reality is that the salmon was really, really good, and we really did enjoy that dinner. So that was the end of the night with a fabulous dinner and a fabulous show that we had already watched. So we were able to do that, and then we headed off to our rooms. And here comes tomorrow. What we did the following day was a sea day. So we wanted to be all energized and all ready to go because the sea day is always one of the most exciting days because you get to do so much. So let me show you what I did on that sea day. It was time to go get some coffee. Walking through the beautiful atrium, I was able to get a magnificent coffee and enjoy it. So it was an ocean day. It was really, really the day that I was waiting for to relax and enjoy the pool. I went up the elevators and actually landed on the Bridge of Sights, which is a very, very nice area in the back of the ship with the infinity view and the pools and all that. And I just got ready to have a very relaxing pool day. Let me show you. One of the things that I absolutely adore when in sea days is to watch the pool activities and the pool games. It was really nice to watch everyone gather around the pool and enjoy themselves and do the conga and line dancing and stuff. One of those days that you just sit, lounge by the pool and relax and just watch the activities. It was a really amazing sea day. It was one of my favorite parts of the cruise ship. So, pool games is one of the things that everyone enjoys. Everyone enjoys gathering around the pool, watching the activities. I had a blast. I spent the majority of my days watching the games, lounging by the pool, taking a suntan, enjoying the activities, seeing how everybody was enjoying it and how everybody was so happy. It really made my morning. kept me busy the majority of the day. Then nighttime came and we were so ready for an Italian night. It was the first time I had seen an Italian themed night aboard an MSC cruise ship. As you know, they're an Italian cruise line. But the fact that they decorated all the tables with the Italian colors, it was so nice for me to see that for the first time. We really enjoyed it. We had a really nice dinner. We had some cheese, some entries, some typical Italian dishes. I had some veal and also some spaghetti carbonara that was amazing. It was really to die for. Then we headed out to the Le Cabaret Rouge. Le Cabaret Rouge is a really nice venue that they have all type of shows with like acrobatics, some dancing, some shows like balancing, some really spectacular shows. We got to enjoy that. I say we because I went with my friends. We had a blast. And then the following morning, I walked all around this beautiful, magnificent ship. And let me tell you something, having a coffee, just looking at the ocean, it's my thing. Everybody that knows me should know that. I am a coffee fan, and having a coffee, just looking at the ocean, just makes my day. So I walked around a little bit and I wanted to see a little bit of the accessory store. I wanted to show you, I wanted to bring you guys a little bit of what they have at the stores because sometimes people ask me, so what is it? Do they sell like medicine? Do they sell band-aids? Do they sell electronics? What is it that they sell? So I took a little bit of a walk through that, like their main, accessory store, and I showed a little bit of that on my videos as well. We finally made it that day to the following day, I'm sorry, to Nassau. Nassau, it's one of the really nicest ports that I visit. I've been there so many times, but I absolutely love it. We had an spectacular excursion. We went to Blue Lagoon. Amazing day, amazing weather. We got to see the ships, we got to see dolphins. It was really, really nice. Coming back from Nassau, I walked around a little bit, ended up on Benki because, of course, I have to have my specialty coffee because without that, I'm nobody. And then I walked around a little bit around the atrium. I bumped into Doremi, my favorite mascot. And yes, and then we headed out to have some dinner the following night. That night was at Ola Cantina and Tacos. Amazing Mexican food, the best at sea. Really the best Mexican food at sea. Forget the rest. These people have it all. Look at this food. This food is amazing. Then it was time for the Latina night. We did the Latina night. It was a party outside and it was beautiful. Following day, of course, my precious, amazing, beloved, I don't know what else to call it, my Ocean Key. Ocean Key, world, if we say. So that was an amazing day. Of course, you guys know I went to the beach. I walked all around. I did all kinds of activities and had an awesome day. But then it was time to get back on the ship, and I wanted to explore the kids area because I had heard so many things about the teens area and the playing and the arcade. So I walked around a little bit about, a few minutes just to take a peek and see what was up with that. The nighttime, of course, my little coffee before the show I just had to have that coffee before the show. And I took pictures with a lot of the crew because they were so nice to me. This cruise ship had been so amazing. Walking through the cruise ship was just an amazing feeling. That's reality. But it has many, many features. Let me tell you a little bit about the features of the Seascape, what makes it unique. Now let's discuss the top 10 things that makes MSC Seascape unique. It's the longest MSC cruise ship. MSC Seascape holds the title for the longest ship in the fleet, giving its guests more room to explore, dine, and relax across expensive decks and oceanfront spaces. Number 2, New York City vibes at sea. From LED lit Times Square zone to a replica of the Statue of Liberty in the casino, this ship brought me so many New York vibes. The excitement is just felt everywhere on board. Number 3 would be the Robotron ride. A robotic arm ride that lifts you high above top deck, spins you 360 degrees, and give you heart-racing views of the open ocean. It's a thrill you won't forget. I can guarantee you that. Number 4, it's Bridge of Sights. It's a glass skywalk on deck 16 above the sea with breathtaking it's breathtaking, a little scary, and one of the most photo-worthy spots on the ship. That I promise you. There's so many people taking photos there all the time. The Infinity Aft Pool, located at the very back of the ship, this pool offers you jaw-dropping views, and it's the perfect spot to soak up the sun and relax. I spend a lot of my time there while on that ship, watching the wake trail behind you. It was just amazing. The waterfront promenade is one of the longest outdoor promenades at sea, wrapping around the ship with places to enjoy lounges, drinks, and enjoy the breeze, all just steps away from the water. It also has another unique feature that has 15 dining venues. Whether you're craving tacos, sushi, steak, Mediterranean favorites, there's always something for every taste, from casual bites to upscale specialty dining. Another feature is that it has 19 bars and lounges, from sports bars to cocktail lounges and wine bars. Seascape makes sure that your favorite drink is always within the reach. Another specialty is the yacht club experience is elevated on this cruise ship. I haven't tried it myself, but I have heard amazing things about it. It's an exclusive ship within the ship concept. The yacht club offers private suites, dedicated restaurants, a pool, and a full butler service for a truly elevated cruise experience. Also, one of the biggest features is that it offers endless fun for all ages. It has water slides, VR games, arcade, cinemas, plus a relaxing spa experience for adults. Seascape is designed for everyone to enjoy. That is why it's one of the most recommended cruise ships when people speak about MSC cruises. I had an amazing experience, and I really wish that everyone that hasn't tried it will give it a try. I guarantee you're not going to regret it. That will be all for today on the MSC ski. That will be all beautiful MSC Seascape. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and all the details I've brought to you about the MSC Seascape, and I hope you get a chance to enjoy the ship as I did. I will see you on the next episode, and as always, anchors your way.